we go. Started recording. Alright. Okay, so I forgot my notes. God damn it. Oh, God damn it. It's like right next to my bed.
Is he gone?
Oh, my eating doesn't affect anything.
Notes are the best.
I care about Jordan.
Notes are the best thing. Should probably change this to.
Do you though? I mean, you're cheating on him with me.
What?
I'm very confused what relationships y'all have put me in.
Alright. Before we start, what are your guys' relationships? I just need to know.
Okay. For everything Matthew says, because Matthew comes up with a lot of unusual.
I was texting gay shit because I kind of felt like it at the time.
It's not unusual.
40% let itself loose.
Alright. So,
occasionally, like maybe every 2 months, the 40% just shows up.
Yeah, I don't know my dad. But my dad is white.
Okay.
My mom's the black one that took care of me in the village. And when I say village, I don't mean like tribal stuff.
I know. Just I lived in a village. It wasn't tribal, but it was pretty fucking close.
Yeah, I lived with my mom, and the disease or the insect or whatever you want to give me.
Let's say you got bit by some weird ass insect that you've never seen. Maybe it was an alien from a different fucking planet or some shit. But suddenly you got sick and then you started shooting electricity everywhere.
Yeah. Well, not suddenly shooting electricity. I think think it's gradual and
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I started sparking.
What kind of insect does that?
So yeah, time goes by and I basically wipe out everything in the area.
Yeah. And then Jordan found you, or not Jordan. Sorry, fucking what's his name? Kyle.
Fancy name.
What? Kyle's a fancy name now.
Kyle's fancier than Jordan. Jordan's a low end name. Kyle is
damn. Damn.
Bird.
Jordan's a ghetto name.
How you feel about me, Vince?
Yeah.
Kyle's a rich, fancy people name, like Donald apparently.
So yeah, I killed my mom, obviously.
By accident or on purpose?
Yeah.
By accident.
And I think that's gonna be another one of my characters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they forgot to come up with their complications.
Big trauma with
accident.
Killing mom.
Okay. Well, I think
killing my neighbors too. That sucked.
All right. Well, there we go. That's your complicate because normally there's two complications. So the complications in this case were, hold on. So one was clearly accident. Right. One was clearly accident because you fucking.
He's a ticking time bomb.
There's that. Yeah. Essentially, if any of that suit that Kyle has made for you just breaks down or someone destroys them, you literally just explode. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll 50. No, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll 2. I'm gonna roll 2 plus. I'm gonna roll a D10 plus 2, and that's how much miles the radius is. So there you go. So the minimum is two. The minimum is 3.
I wouldn't call it a radius because it's like a beam that shoots out.
Yeah, but
it's holes.
Well, yeah, but it's kind of just uncontrollable, just everywhere. So
okay, so it aims and
yeah.
correct.
So it will literally you'll just start spinning everywhere. just like destroying everything.
Oh,
so,
that would make sense because
so it's
force.
Yeah, so literally just everything just gets destroyed unless you keep like your fucking gauntlets and your boots and your fucking helmet and shit on. Your little suit.
My hammer.
You have a hammer?
I thought I heard you say hammer.
No, I said like your gauntlets, your boots, and your helmet.
Oh, helmet.
No, you're not Thor.
I'm not Thor. No, I'm not Thor.
I think I'm pretty sure we've come up with so Jordan's I know Matthews is disability and identity. Or no, it's disability and it was disability and it was accident. That was Matthews' complications. Jordan's is fame and what was it? It was fame and it was fame and what was the other one? Like it was fame, rivalry and fame. There we go. It was rivalry and fame.
He's not here right now. But...
He's not here? Okay. Well, Jordan's was rivalry and fame. So yours is accident. You cause or suffer some sort of accident. Perhaps a stray blast damages a building and hurts an innocent... Yeah, basically, it's accident. And one more, because we need at least two. So, like, what's one more thing that, you kind of have a problem with?
Well, race is definitely Well, is it in that world?
In this world, like, racism exists, but not nearly, like, not even close to how much it is today. Because of Atlas. We're just talking about complications.
Okay.
Then. So it does exist. There are still some racist people, but it's not something you can exactly get rid of.
Delicious.
But, they're a lot more quieter about it.
Yeah, they're like, Atlas is gone, but he might show back up.
Well, essentially, it's like it's not big enough to be a problem because of Atlas. They have some pages here. So there's accident, addiction. Maybe you're addicted to something. There's fame. That's Jordan's.
I'm assuming he's
Jordan, shut up.
Okay.
Keep listing, Gabe.
Okay. There is disability. Like, I'm pretty sure, Matthew's character has cancer. He has a tumor in his head, which he uses his he gets his psychic power from the tumor, but the tumor is also constantly expanding, so he uses his psychic power to sort of limit how much he receives. So disability. You are limited by a particular disease, like you're blind, deaf, paraplegic. There's that.
I was thinking.
I was gonna say
with the suit.
With the suit, I was like mute, but that seems really dumb. Yeah. Like any hero that's mute, I fucking hate them. They should not exist. Mute heroes are like they're stupid. Give me a good mute hero. You can't. Give me a good blind hero. You get plenty. You get Stick. You have Daredevil. Boom. It's like there's two I could think of immediately that's good. There's actually, like, racism is one of prejudice. You're part of a minority group.
Cyclops.
Yeah. There is, like, prejudice. Like, there's an actual thing that's, like... But there's not... Actually, in this world, is not big enough to be a problem. So, there's quirk complications can often be, like... Maybe you're kind of just weird. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of a good complication.
There's so we have one. We have accident, temper, weakness. Something can hurt you badly. That's another stupid weakness. That's basically kryptonite. Rivalry. There's someone out there. Oh wait, like maybe someone out there is like there's someone like out there who knows that they've given you this power or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe phobia. Phobia. You're like irrationally afraid of something when you're confronted by it.
Scientist dead. There you go. That's where I got my powers from. That's where then the rivalry thing, because like I'll be spending my life trying to look for him.
Oh well, then it wouldn't be a rivalry because they have one called relationship.
Daddy
they're important
issues.
people in source of strength, but can also complicate matters. So like you might like I want to search for my dad. Where did he go? Something like that. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
But
Right, so.
it's an angry I want to search for my dad, not a loving search for my dad.
Yeah, I was like, why did you leave us? Why'd you leave Mom and us?
Well, not why'd you leave? Why'd you give me this? I mean, I'm black. I'm used to my dad leaving. But he is my white part, so I don't know.
Oh my god, I didn't see that coming! That's so great! Okay, so everyone has like, I mean, I guess no one really has any secrets, so everyone's backstory is kind of out there. Because you guys know each other, you know. I'm not good at starting fucking series where you guys don't know each other and sort of become groups because all of your characters are so unique that I don't see how they would ever group up together unless I made you guys group up together in the first place. Like, I don't... Okay, anyways. So... So yeah, you have your backstory, Matthew's backstory. I'm just gonna go everyone's backstory, sort of. It's just for me, but it's also kind of for you guys. I think it was Matthew. What's his name again? Cade, right?
Yeah.
Cade. I think Cade. I remember. I think if I remember his backstory correctly, he was a kid. He had a family. He got bullied a lot. Then something happened and he got shot in the head.
Yeah.
He got shot in the head, and then it caused because it was like I don't know, it was like rusty or something.
No, it was like a psychedelic coated bullet.
A psychedelic, yeah, it was that. And then it made him like batshit crazy, and then sent him to the asylum where he spent the rest of his because he like what. How old were you when you got shot in the head? Because you said you were a kid, so probably like
18.
18? Okay, good. So you were only in
Well,
there
I didn't say I was a little kid.
Oh, that's right. You were young and stupid. I get it. And you kind of just... Because a lot of your stats are just zeros, except for your awareness and presence.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're just
I spent
normal.
the next 3 years getting tortured in a sane asylum.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Sort of, they drugged you and stuff, poked around at how you were able to... manipulate things. They eventually found out it was a tumor that was in your head. Eventually, Jordan or Kyle caught wind of what was happening and sort of freed you, but sort of legally, essentially. He kind of just
legally.
By legally is like it's kind of like you. It wasn't really legal, but it was basically as close as you can get to legal to get him out. But yeah, got you out. But that also means that the people that were like looking into your brains are also after you. So that is really good for me because dude, this is great. I'm getting a lot of stuff to work with. And then Jordan's stuff is, well, is fucking basic, bitch. So
Of course.
Yeah, there's Jordan's backstory, He's super hyper intelligent, learned how to speak when he learned how to speak the full English alphabet when he was only 3 months old. And got like 7 PhDs at age 11. At age 11.
That's
dude,
incredible.
his intelligence is 10. That's that's crazy.
That is moderate superhuman.
Like if his strength was 10, he could lift buildings with one arm. So that's equivalent that to like knowledge and like intelligence. So he's like kind of like Iron Man. So there's that, and he also had like a friend that basically rode on his tailcoats. He was also very smart. He was also a genius, but not nearly the same. Literally half the genius that Jordan was. Like his intelligence was 5. So one of the best in the one of the best in the entire world, right? Because if we're talking about like intelligence, mine would be a 2. So I think Vince would be
a -1.
It would be.
Vince would be a 3.
It would be a 3 or 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Because 3 is gifted, I'm pretty sure. So, because mine would be a 2 or 3, or it'd be more 2 because I'm just
Good for you, Vince.
Good for you, commit suicide.
Hey, Gabe, what happens in the event that Vince starts showing up more than Kevion? Do we change the picture?
No. Kevion's... I don't know where Kevion went. He has completely gone silent. He hasn't... I've been on the PlayStation, because normally we play fucking games together, like we play Overwatch and shit, like all the time. He hasn't been on since the day we first made the first video. And although...
Maybe he got killed.
It was posted. It was posted 2 days ago.
I could go walk over his house. He just lives across the street.
It was posted to. He probably went to like a family vacation or something. It was posted 2 days ago, but it was actually about 4 days ago, which he's been gone since.
It took forever.
It took forever. It didn't take forever. It said that the video is processing. It's gonna get uploaded soon, but I couldn't upload it past 50 seconds. I had to make it. Well, okay, anyways. So... okay, so you guys are currently staying in the Tesla Towers. Essentially, the second tallest tower in all of Metropolitan City. At the very top, sort of on where... Jordan or Kyle, you have multiple houses all across the world. Name
I am a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, name a stop. name sort of like a like modern country. You probably have a house there. And if you don't, you could just get one. You're fucking filthy rich. In fact, I'll say that you have 50.
Yeah, I'm just fucking filthy.
I'll say 50. I'll say you have...
You did say I had siblings that weren't as good as me.
You did have siblings. They were also smart as well, but, some of them... One of them's a lawyer, one of them's a doctor, and the other one just lounges off your cash. He lives in one of your out-of-state homes. He just kind of sleeps there. I mean,
Who is he?
That's Joey.
What's his deal? I need to know these.
All right, so here's all your siblings, right? All right, so Kate is your first sibling, your sister.
She's write down.
Right, Kate is your first sibling. She's a doctor. She's actually very well known. She's a neurosurgeon, like Doctor Strange. Then there's Kevin. He's your older brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's Kevin. He's your older brother. He's a lawyer. Kate is the same. No, actually, I was gonna say she's your twin, but not really. She's a year older than you. But Kevin is 2 years older than you, and then there's he's a lawyer. Then there's Joey, your younger brother. He's homeless technically.
Okay.
But
so he's got the J name. He's got no house. He's just an utter failure.
Yes, and he.
That name.
Yeah, he's technically homeless. He literally doesn't own anything. He's the youngest brother, and your parents basically liked him a lot more than everyone else. And he was supposed to have the brightest future, but clearly.
Really?
So yeah, so there you go. So yeah, he's literally lounging off of you. He lives in one of your fucking mansions that you don't use.
Is he just lazy, or is he actually like kind of?
Oh, dude, he's like fucking smart, but like a different type of smart almost. Like there was a point, like his intelligence is like I think it's 7, so it's really close to yours.
Jeez.
But he is like crazy lazy. Like he just doesn't want to do any work. And he's even smarter than you in some cases of like in different subjects and fields. He's more of a biology guy or more of engineering.
He's more of a what guy?
He's like he's more biology, sort of quantum physics and stuff like that. You're more of engineering, mechanics, all that other jazz. So, you know, that's why you're like, oh, I can build Iron Man suits. He's like, oh, I can give a snake 5 heads. I don't know.
He said, biology, quantum physics. Choose one. Is he cool or stupid?
Neither.
Quantum physics, really cool. Biology, really stupid.
He's neither. He's both. He said he's both. Physics, too.
He's the most average man in the world.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, there's so all of you besides him started with a K. There's Kyle, Kate, and Kevin. And then there's Joey.
You should have named him Keith, because everyone named Keith is destined to be just
failure. No. They named him Joey because they thought he would have the brightest future. But it's not true. Not at all.
But J comes before K. So
look, don't question me. Anyways. So you guys are currently staying in Jordan's penthouse. Like, what are you guys doing? I sent the map of the penthouse and stuff. I mean, what would you guys be doing at this moment? You know, what was your name? What was your character's name again, Vince? It was Jacob. Rogers. Okay. I'm just keeping notes right now. And then Cade Alfred was and then of course Kyle Tesla. Okay. I'm gonna call you guys by your character's name.
Villainous lair? What?
What? No. Even villainous lair.
What appendix? Villainous lair.
Don't worry about that. Wait. What the fuck are you talking about?
You don't see at the bottom,
of the picture.
Oh well, I just used it. There you go. To be fair, the game master's guide just has a lot of villain stuff on there. But yeah. Okay, so anyways, yeah. So you guys are. So what would you guys be doing at this time? You know, maybe like watching a movie. Like, just tell me exactly what's happening. What would you guys be doing at this moment? Training? You know, I don't know.
I'd just be working on tech shit. You know.
Okay.
I'm meditating in my room.
Obviously playing a video game.
He's playing that Fallout. What was it, 76? I got it super early.
But it's full of bugs because you got it early. It's really bad.
I own all the game companies.
Oh no, I hate bugs.
I own Microsoft.
Oh wait, no, we changed.
You own all of the gaming companies.
We changed my backstory, so it's not a bug. It's well, it might be a bug actually. I don't know.
Well, whatever happened, the symptoms started showing up when your dad left. There you go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Jordan, you're sort of sitting there. You have a TV in your workspace, sort of like it's not all right. So it's not on the map, but it's your lab is a floor under, but it's a floor that no one can access. Right? It's like a secret floor. Like it doesn't exist. Right, it's like on the buttons, like you're on like the 200th floor at the very top. It has all the buttons for all 200 floors, but it doesn't have 199. It goes 198 and then goes straight to 100 because the elevator doesn't lead there. And this is where you have everything.
Secret floor I access through my room, I guess.
Yes, you do. It's literally it's on the map. It's with the S. It's there. Anyways, so yeah, you're sort of there. You have a TV up. You know, just within normal news coming up. Currently, what's happening is they start talking about they basically talk about it's the same thing over and over again because they don't know where Atlas is. And they're talking about Atlas. They're like, oh yeah, like, you know, where did he go? Or, you know, maybe he disappeared. Maybe he's dead. You know, just conspiracy and stuff. Eventually, the woman's like, and we will pick up on you in Atlas Square, where a ribbon cutting ceremony is going to take place. And they basically cut to they're in Atlas Square, which is this big fucking park, like this big ass park, and right in the center is a statue of Atlas holding up the world.
Of course.
Yeah, sort of, and you know he's like not struggling to hold it like in the Greek. He's basically like holding it up like like big and strong, like just up and above his head, sort of with like a smile. And it's like, oh, it's not golden. It's not made of gold, but it basically looks really close to gold. Like it looks golden. It almost like the sun almost shines off of it. And there's a woman there that starts before she's a bit older woman, but she's probably about, you know, late 30s, like maybe some small wrinkles across her sort of lips and her eyes, and she starts talking and she goes, Atlas was our hero. He was willing to sacrifice himself to save any one of us. That includes the bad guys that he fought. And he has been commended many awards through his lifetime. But as our final thanks to him, and we hope he may come back soon, but as a final thanks, we have, and before she finishes it, you just start hearing gunshots, like, and then you start hearing people scream, and they start scattering and running everywhere, and then you just hear, ha ha, you're joking, and then the camera shut down. They close.
So I'm assuming I can communicate with the two of them via, like, I don't know, some sort of Jarvis shit.
Yeah, because you have like you have it built into Jacob's suit, like the trans, because that's one of your powers technically, is link. There it is, one of your sense powers, which is link, where you can, you know, just copy. You're like, hey, guess what? Boop. There's that.
So, okay, I can't really. Can I go in? I don't know. Can I really go in the public in the suit or something like that?
Here's what I will tell you.
Okay.
For some unknown reasons, the Centurions don't come after you.
They don't come after me?
They don't come after you, no. The thing is, normally, right, because before Atlas had disappeared, there was fights all across the city with heroes versus the Centurions. But when you went to help the heroes, they would completely ignore you.
Maybe he's dead.
What? Okay, so I'm like gonna contact the other two. So,
well, before I do say anything, you don't know whether the Centurions will go after Cade or Jacob. You don't know, but you guys really haven't done any hero work until now. You've just kind of been training Jacob to sort of control his powers a little bit, and as for Cade, he just stays in his room and just sits there, just staring at like an art piece that's completely blank.
So, I'm thinking, because Cade's whole thing is psychic, maybe he could fight criminals without really, you know, drawing attention to himself.
Yeah, he doesn't have like a costume like you two. Like he's kind of just a dude.
Wait, what?
Like he doesn't have a costume unlike the rest of you. He just has a hoodie and like jeans.
I'm gonna contact Cade. I'm gonna say, Cade, we need to get to Atlas Square. There's some shit going on.
Yeah. Cade, you hear him say this. You have like an earpiece. It's not. You're not wearing it.
Fun.
You're not wearing it, but it's kind of nice. You can hear it.
Be discreet.
Fuck. Be discreet.
I hear this too, right?
Yes, you do. It's built in your suit. Unless you specifically, unless Jordan, you specifically.
I did not.
You did not send it to Cade. Okay.
Jacob, stay here.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay.
You know what? Fine. Y'all go. Y'all go be fun. Y'all be fun. Y'all go do y'all's fun stuff, man. Why can't you take me?
Because the Sentinel... Oh, wait. I keep calling them the Sentinels because Gabe kept calling them the Sentinels, even though I even told him, I was like, hey, Centurions, alright? And he was like, yeah, I'll change.
Oh, okay, just to let you know, Matthew, with your move object, you can lift up to 3 tons. So you can easily lift up cars and shit. Not trucks, but cars.
So I say, Jacob, it's not safe with the Centurions. If they get you, I'm not sure if I can do anything about it.
Yeah, not safe. Okay, whatever. Let me go. Y'all get to go. It's not safe for y'all. I'm probably more powerful than that psychic douchebag.
I find that offensive.
Where did you learn that language?
The internet?
Don't worry about it. You're not even my dad. Like, jeez.
I adopted you, so legally, yes. I'm your guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay here. Me and Kate are going.
Sure. I'll stay here. Fine.
You're not gonna stay, aren't you?
A few levels behind my friends, anyway. God.
Okay, so both of you fly there. Both of you, Matthew, your flying speed is not nearly as fast as Jordan's. You kind of have to hold on, but you can basically fly yourself, and he's just giving you a boost. So literally seconds, you get there, and you see that there are about a group of 5 people and 1 gorilla.
One gorilla.
And you see, you see like 10 people that has been tied up and is held hostage. And as you get closer, this gorilla is like in a camo suit. And he has like a red beret and a machine gun. And he looks at you. Well, what do we have here? And you can give me, what was it again? I think it was like, not intelligence, like a history check to see if you know who this is. Like
investigate.
Give me an investigation.
Okay, I would add my intellect, right?
Intellect, yeah. So
that's gonna be a 22.
Oh yeah, you pass. You know that this is the villain who goes by the name of Guerrilla Commander. He's like starts like waddling everywhere. You see like the rest of his guys. They're like these soldier-looking dudes with like red berets. Like machine guns, and it says, "Look who decided to show up!" And he just like, you see him just, everyone just, they point their guns at you, and you start like, they aim it. They're like, no, we don't need any trouble. And you see like there are like these 2 guys walking up behind the Atlas statue and putting C4. Now because of your high intelligence, you immediately notice that the C4 is like on the left leg. Where essentially if it blew up, the entire statue would tilt over and completely crush the hostages. Then you see this gorilla. He has like a big ass fucking cigar in his mouth, like puffing it.
So Gabe, Marvel and DC Comics exist in this world, right?
Basically, yeah, but only as comics.
Okay. No, I say, listen. Mr. Grodd, I need you and your buddies to lay down your weapons and, come with me quietly so I can take you to the police. He looks... I really don't want to hurt you guys.
He looks at you and says, you know what? Fair point. Just let me get out. And he pulls out a banana from his side pocket and he starts, like, peeling it. But you see, before he starts to peel it, you see him like take the tip of the banana, he twists it, and he throws it at you. And then roll initiative, and also roll toughness checks.
Oh, what?
Roll. I need you to roll. Wait, no, actually, no. roll dodge checks. So just D20 in your dodge. So Cade, yours is a plus 1.
Dodge.
Yep. Cade's a plus 1. So D20 plus 1.
Give me a second.
21. DC 21.
What's my initiative?
17.
17. Okay. Also roll initiative while you're there as well.
What do we add to that?
Your initiative. Wait, if you it should be your. I think it was dexterity. No, it was agility. You add your agility. So Matthew.
That's gonna be a 23.
All right. So that's What is that? That's initiative or the save?
Initiative.
Initiative. Okay.
Then my save was like a 13.
Save was 13. Right. Well, and then I just need Matthew.
Already rolled.
I need you to roll initiative. So,
Did.
Okay.
17.
17. All right.
And your dodge?
And your
What's that?
Your dodge. So just D20 plus your dodge. Yours is a plus 1. 9. Okay. I need both of you to make. Toughness checks. So your D20 plus your toughness. Jordan,
That's gonna be a regular 20.
All right.
What's my toughness? Oh, see.
Your toughness.
Your toughness. Yours with a force field is 15.
Jeez, his toughness is a 50.
Well, yours I think is 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a regular. Jeez, Matthew.
17 plus 15 is, I don't do math.
17 plus 15. Well, that's enough to pass.
17 plus
And yours
15,
is
that's
a...
like 32.
Alright, and Jordan, what'd you get for initiative again?
I got for what?
Initiative.
That was like a 23.
Okay. Just give me a sec. Need to roll their initiative? It's really bad. Okay.
Huh?
Alright, Jordan, you go first.
Okay, so just letting you know, like, since we're heroes, our attacks are non-lethal, of course.
Yeah.
You said I was like, oh, really?
I'm gonna blast Grodd over there.
Alright, so D20, roll to hit.
That is going to be a 26 to hit.
26. Alright, he's gonna try and dodge. I think his dodge is plus 7, right? 26. That is no, he hits. He has to make a toughness check. That is he fucking passes that.
And he's gonna take 13 damage.
13? Fuck. No, he does not pass that. He takes -1. he looks at you and says, "Ha ha! How do you?" You just fucking shoot him in the chest. Oh, by the way, you also have a -1 because that banana grenade did explode through your defenses. Not you literally missed it by 1. But
What is the -1?
next time you make a toughness check, which is basically your health, you roll D20, then you add your toughness, then you put a -1 to whatever you get.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, if you fail the check by I think it was 15, you are incapacitated or dead. Depending on how the villains want you. So yeah, you shoot him in the chest.
He's still up and at it, right?
Yes, he is. He goes, you just like this pile on him.
See, I didn't want to do this, but no, you're making me. Do we have multi-attack?
If you're gonna try and attack him again, you're gonna get a -1.
A -1?
A -1 to hit, yeah. But
Okay,
that
well,
is yeah. So
I'm
essentially,
anyway.
so each attack you do after your first attack, you get a minus. So you want to attack. If you want to attack 5 people in one go, each attack you have on them has a -5 because you're attacking 5 times. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I think I'm good, actually.
Okay, so that's what you have. All right, Matthew, it's your turn.
Okay, give me a second. I am. Wait, who's closest to me?
Who's closest to you're kind of hovering right next to Jordan. Your force field took most of the shrapnel from the banana grenade. Banana. I was like, I told you guys I was gonna have some that were like, that was like kind of wacky villains, and some of them were gonna be serious.
I'm gonna mind blast him.
Ooh, okay. So he has to make a will save. What's his will? What is his will? I can't find it. Parry, toughness. Will is 5. Okay. That is a... Alright, so so roll a d20. I believe... Oh, no, he just... No, hold on. I'm stupid. Sorry. So yours is So, how much damage does your fucking thing do again? It was 8. You did 8 damage with your mental blast. So that would be 23. So he did not pass it. So he gets another -1. So you just like you mind rape him like really bad. Like after getting blasted, and he's like, "You pieces of what the fuck?" He's like grabbing his grabbing his gorilla head.
I was like, this is fun.
You're going to pay for that, you piece of shit. He's like,
I'm just like, stop.
All right. And I guess, do you want to do anything else? You'll
read his mind and be like, why are you doing this?
Oh, you want to try and like peer into his mind? Okay. I'll say you have so roll so he has to make a will saving throw. Make your mind attack. I believe it's a d20 plus 2.
Do what?
Hold on. I need to your read mind ability. I think it's a d20 plus 2.
Okay.
So roll d20
17, 19.
19. Okay, and he has to make a will saving throw. That is a 6. He fails. You read his mind, but you have to do this another time. Wait, no. Well, just to let you know, you do have a -1 to that roll, but you still passed because he got a 6. Because that's like that's part of like a multi attack. So you go to sort of read his mind. You only read the surface thoughts, and you just hear him go, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." He's just really mad right now.
Can I like probe for answers about what?
Like you want to probe even further?
Sure.
Okay. Make another check, but with a -2 this time. And he has to make another will saving throw.
17.
17. He got a 11 plus 5, 16. All right, he fails. I have to do mind reading. Hold on. I completely forgot the rules to mind reading. Masterminds, mind reading. Sensory. Okay. I believe it was. Oh, he does speak the same language. Personal thoughts. You can probe deeper into the person's mind. You can essentially ask any one question to receive an answer from the target's mind. All right. Who's?
Why is he trying to blow up the statue?
He just gets as you ask that, sort of almost like an automatic answer as you sort of search through his mind. You see a very vivid sort of memory flash by. You see him and his men basically in some sort of nightclub, and in front of him is this man. You don't know who he is, but you don't know who he is. But since you're sort of reading and you kind of probe to find more information, you know that this individual calls himself Crimson Mask. He's sort of this gang lord that this guy, this gorilla person is talking to, and essentially you hear him say, "I need you to do a simple job for me. Essentially, I need you to blow up that park. Kill some innocent people too while you're at it. And I'll easily pay you 6 million. You just hear him go, 6 million? To get rid of that stinking statue and kill a bunch of humans? This is a good deal. and then the memory fades.
Can I probe into the thoughts of the memory of the guy?
You want to probe further? Okay. So go ahead.
No,
Go.
no, I'm kidding.
Just okay. You can. Technically you can. You can go even deeper.
Yeah.
But you'd have a -3.
I know.
Okay. All right. So that is your turn. Go. Oh no, here it is. That is your turn. So it is his turn. He just looks at you and he goes, and he starts beating his chest, and he goes, and he pulls out 2 M16s and starts shooting at both of you. He just starts like firing at both of you. He just like 2 M16s in one hand. So that is.
Oh, do we have to make dodge checks?
Make dodge checks. Oh fuck. All right.
Oh boy, that's a 13. Let me make a toughness check.
That's a nat 1.
Okay, here's what happens. You both get hit. Jordan, you actually get hit with a nat 20.
Oh.
So make a toughness check. So. 15.
Okay, that is going to be a 26.
26. Okay, that's actually a pass. And Matthew, I need you to make a toughness check.
What do I do for toughness?
It's just D20 in your toughness. Your toughness is 15, so you have a fucking force field.
Yeah.
You have a force field.
18
18
plus 15.
Jesus.
I still don't know how to do math.
Even though you got a nat 20, you kind of just stood there. He just starts starts firing at both of you, like you just focus and like this sort of purple, not invisible, but when the bullets impact your force field, sort of these purple waves, just like boom, boom, as each bullet impacts into your fucking force field. Jordan, they just ching, 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 ching. They just bounce off your armor, and like bits of the force field that you have around you, just ching, 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 ching. And he goes, ah! He's just like, he's screaming at this point, just fucking.
33.
You barely passed. The DC for that was 25, so.
Jeez, wow.
That was a really high DC. Anyways, at this point, the other 4 soldiers that are kind of there, 2 of them are still sort of like planting the bomb. One of them is right next to the civilians. The other one is sort of a bit farther away, sort of as a lookout. One of them points at you, Jordan. One of them points at Matthew. One of them points at you, Jordan. One of them points at Matthew. So, okay. All right, make dodge checks.
That's going to be an 18.
18. Okay.
2 plus something.
1. Right. So Jordan, make a toughness check. And
I got a nat 20, dude.
I mean, you didn't have to make a toughness check because you passed.
I got a nat 20, Gabe. You made me wait for that.
All right. So what did you
make a toughness check?
Yes, you do.
I think you do.
All right.
Y'all should have brought me along.
You can still go. It's not like you need his permission. You can go if you want to.
No, I'm not gonna go.
I'll ground you.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, boy. All right. So what was it? What'd you get, Matthew, for the?
2 plus 1 is 3.
That's okay. So you
your
you get shot. Your toughness. Your toughness.
Oh, for toughness.
Oh.
10 plus 15 is 25.
Yeah, you pass it. You just bounces off your armor, dude. All right, Jordan, your turn again.
So, Gabe, here's what I'm gonna do. The 2 guys by the C4, can I clothesline them?
You would have to.
I was gonna do something to them.
You would have to fly over and make a melee attack, but yes, you can.
I will do that.
Okay.
Fine, I'll say
that is a nat 20 to hit, Gabe.
That is a hit. So your unarmed attack is 11. He deals 22.
My unarmed attack is a 12.
A 12. All right, 12. So yeah, 24. So the DC for them to save is 24 plus 15. All right, the guy that is going to try and I guess non-lethal. So that's a nat 1. He's knocked out. You just zoom, and as he's like messing with the C4, he just looks to your left, and this black, like you just like literally like you don't even like punch him. You just hold your arm out as you fly past him, and just thunk. He just drops to the ground and like just unconscious. All right. The other guy. You want to try and get him too? All right, you can get him.
Yes.
All right, you're gonna try and like a melee attack.
The hit with my plus the hit, that's gonna be a 23. I already did the minus.
Minus. Okay. So that is the damage is 12. So 50. So that's DC 22. So he has to make a will saving throw. Ooh no. What's his toughness? Where's it at? It's here somewhere. Toughness is 5. So 13. So you got 22. So how much is that? How much difference is that?
I got a 23. It would be a 24, but I already.
All right. So he gets a -1, and he's also dazed. So he's like
him again.
All right. It's a -2.
Well, good. Okay. Well, it's gonna be what is that? It's gonna be 18 minus 2, that's a 16, plus the 7.
Right, so he has to do
20. That's another 23.
That is it's 23, and he has to try and dodge that. His dodge, fuck. Oh, his parry, yes, because you're melee attacking. His parry is not enough. He takes.
He's gonna parry my fucking metallic arm.
12. So 20. So he has to try and save against 22 again. So 17 minus 1. No, he has a concussion right now. He's like, oh, what the fuck? He's like, he's fucking like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
How's the C4 looking? Is there like some comic book timer on it?
They haven't even set it up yet. I mean, they planted it and they were about to set it up, and then you guys started combat. So this guy who was he was like literally about to set it, like to start it. You knocked him out before he could start it. So
can I take it?
Like take it out? Yeah. Go ahead. You just take it and you just rip it off. Thing.
Yep.
Okay. So that is.
Use it to blow one of them up.
No, that's not a very cool hero.
You're heroes. All right. So that is.
Who am I? Batman from Batman v Superman.
Mm-hmm. Or Superman from Batman v Superman.
You know, murdering fools just guns.
He killed everyone. He has a gun. Like, that was bad. Okay, anyways, we're getting sidetracked. Alright, Matthew, it's your turn.
So I'm still fighting the giant ape man, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. He's like, do you see Jordan? He basically flew over to the guys that were planning the C4 and just skink, and like knocked one of them out like cold, and the other one's like has a concussion. So, and there are 3 other. So there's the Guerrilla Commando, which is the main guy, and then there's 2 other guys. One is by a bunch of hostages. At this point, noticing what's happening, he puts a gun to one of the hostages' heads, and the other one is gonna keep shooting at you. So Matthew, what do you do?
You said that one of the guys was shooting at me.
Yeah, the commando, the commando, and one of the other soldiers.
Save the hostage. I said.
I'm gonna mind control the guy who has the gun to the hostage.
Ooh. Okay. Make so D20 plus 2, which is what yours is plus. So he has to make a will save. Oh
That's
boy.
21.
21. You are in control of them now for 1 round.
So I like make him walk away from the hostage and then point the gun towards Guerrilla Commander guy.
Okay, so he just
Shoot.
you see him like Jordan. You just see these guys. He has a gun like pointed to the back of like a woman's head, and then out of nowhere his eyes go blank, and he just kind of turns to his left, starts walking over to Guerrilla Commander, and he points his gun, and Guerrilla Commander's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Shoot.
All right, he shoots. So that's an assault rifle. So damage is... Ooh, that's a lot of damage, actually. I didn't think that was a lot. That is...
I'm sorry.
That is a nat... Vince is like, I finally get to be on! Yeah! I'm not doing anything. We can get you in later. Don't worry about it. So that is 20. That is he got a nat 20. That is a DC 25. Guerrilla Commander has to try and save that. 13 plus his fucking dodge. 7. No, not enough. Not enough. He gets shot and he has to make a toughness check. 19 plus his toughness. 5. 24. No, still not enough. Still not enough. Just gets. You see Guerrilla Commander just gets pelted with a bunch of bullets at his side. He goes, ah! Goes, oh, you stupid idiots! And that is Guerrilla Commander's turn. First thing he's gonna do is gonna be like, he's gonna shoot his own guys. Just gonna start shooting at one of his guys. At the same time as he's shooting at you. So, 2 rolls. So first roll was a nat 20. Jesus Christ, he got nat 20 on his own dude. And I think it was and 10 against you. Fifth. So you take 5. So make a. What was it? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. Make a dodge check, Matthew, and this other guy also has to make a dodge check.
It's my dodge thing.
And he has to make a toughness check. That is a 4. Oh man, Guerrilla Commander just literally fills his own soldier with bullets, and he just drops dead. And then the other gun is just shooting at you, Matthew. So what did you get?
That was a 14.
Plus 1. That's not enough. So make a toughness check. Make a toughness check, Matthew.
Alright. 18 plus
15.
15.
That's 28. Now that's enough. Just doesn't just bounces off your fucking armor.
I love this die.
It literally, like, your bullet, like, the bullets are just they're getting like they're just like literally just bouncing off this sphere that's around you. All right, what does your like your force field armor look like? Is it sort of like a sphere, or is it like from Akira where it's like right above your skin? Because that would look a lot cooler.
Yeah, I was thinking about that before you said it.
All right, so yeah, there you go. It looks like it's hitting you, but it's just bouncing off you, like you're made of steel. All right, that is Matthew's turn. Oh no, that's Guerrilla's turn. Other 2 soldiers, they're both gonna shoot at you, Matthew, because they see you as the. Actually, no, they're both gonna shoot at Jordan because he's the bigger threat. 9.
Oh,
11.
I was a big threat.
9, 11. All right, Jordan, make a dodge check. Yep.
That is a 21.
Usually
Okay. Make 2.
It's
Make
okay,
2.
Matthew.
Make 2. 21 and.
Huh?
21 and you make 2.
Oh, yeah, I have to make 2.
Uh-huh.
I'm stupid. Oh, that's a 8.
Okay. They both hit you. So make a toughness check.
2?
Yeah, they both hit you. So they make a toughness check.
It's gonna be a 24 and a 23.
24 and a 23. So they deal. You pass both. as they start shooting you, like your armor just literally just bounces off of you. Just you don't see, you're not taking any damage. You've been remembering to add the -1, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
would do that ahead of time.
Okay, good. All right, so that is Jordan. It's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot both these losers.
Pew!
I have a -1, so
They have to do
the hit
dodge. Oh, fuck. Yeah, don't worry, I got really, really low rolls for them, so you both hit them. So they just have to make...
Okay.
They just have to make... oh, fuck me, dude. Alright, that is... so just... how much damage do you do? So it was range, right? So it was 11...
I deal 12 damage.
12.
I mean, 13 damage.
So the DC for damage is 15 plus your damage, so you deal 26. They're both unconscious. They just both drop to the ground, just like knocked out. The only one that's left is the guy that's like you gave a concussion. He's still like standing, but like kind of wavering. And then there's the Guerrilla Commander who's still around. Matthew, what do you do?
I want to see. Wait, hold on. Let's see.
Just anytime now, man.
Can I leave?
Are there any cars nearby?
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah, there's park benches, lampposts.
Can I pick out what looks to be the heaviest one and just like throw it at him?
The closest one you can pick up, I guess.
Murder.
The closest one you can pick up, I guess, would be.
Non-lethally.
Okay, I forgot. Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Non-lethally drop this. I'm gonna drop this truck on this guy non-lethally.
Give me a sec. I have to look up throwing objects.
Can he do that?
Yeah, he said I could lift up to 3,000 pounds.
Yeah, no, it was 3 tons. 3 tons.
6,000.
It's not. I said 3 tons. That's not 3,000 pounds.
Non-lethal part.
That's 6,000 pounds. So you can pick up maybe like a big car or a small truck.
Can you do
Not.
it non-lethally?
Which one's heavier?
I believe it was. I need to look how much damage.
Non-lethally, of course, but like, which one would do most damage?
You're gonna get him a love tap with the truck.
I mean, there's really there's no limit to like how far exactly you can find the object. I just need to know how much damage, like, how much damage exactly you'll do.
I'm pretty sure a love tap from like a pickup
From
truck
a semi.
I need to look.
Pick up like a truck.
You see the garbage truck? He's gonna give him that Guerrilla man a good old love tap with it.
I need to look. I think it was mass. Hold on. Throwing damage and then mass. Powerlifting and throwing. Here we go. Finally. I just need to know how much damage you could do right now.
I don't even know that. It depends on how hard I throw it.
Oh my god.
Well, you did it
I've allowed
non-lethally,
mass
so...
damage.
Yeah, of course.
It's like versus the main villain, of course, standard speaking there. So,
So like, I
huge
want to knock
explosion.
him out with it.
Rank 4. Throwing a 4 hits. Throwing a. Throwing a 747 benchmark 14 mass object. A bad guy. Fuck! I can't find any damage. I think it was throwing skill 10, powerlifting 8. Can carry with strength 18. Would reduce throwing skill to 2. Come on, man! Just give me like a number. It's the one thing I don't like about the system. Just like you gotta use the fucking number. It's okay. It's page 154 Hero Handbook. Oh, fucking sweet. All right, 154. Excuse me. I forgot what the page it was. All right, where's it at? Come on, bitch. Oh, fuck. Oh, I found it. I'm right here. It's right here. It's right here. All right. Lastly, you fucking. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Fuck. Where's it at? You bitch. Applying descriptors.
You said here it is, and then you're like, where's that?
Generally, you should feel or move object limited to metals. Dumb game. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna fucking do. All right, I'm gonna take your skill, and I'm gonna fucking here. You know what? He takes 14 damage. There you go. I don't care. You pick up a truck, thunk, and you drop it on him.
No. He gave him a low. He didn't drop
it on him non-lethally.
Non-lethal. How do you explain to me how you're going to do that?
Like,
this is why you need to give him the love tag.
Just bonk him on the head with it, I guess.
Okay, alright, fuck me. Here's what happens, alright. Make an attack roll, so D20 plus 7. And he has to make a dodge check.
Okay.
That is, that's actually that's really good.
16 plus 7.
Oh.
23.
Oh, sure.
19. So 23, he passes. You wave your hand and you see Jordan, you just see a small pickup truck just get lifted off from afar. And it just zooms past him, and it stops right before it hits Guerrilla Commander, and it tries to just poke him, but Guerrilla's he just kind of backs up and dodges, a bit surprised. So yeah. And then that's.
Can I keep trying to bonk him on the head?
I mean, go ahead. You can keep trying to.
With a -1.
With a -1, yeah.
Damn it. So plus 6 or what?
No, you just you try and hit him again.
Nat 20. That's a nat 20.
Okay, that's he gets hit, so he has to make a toughness check. So toughness DC it would be, I'll say, I think it's 34. So that is 18 plus his. No, he gets hit. He is oh wait, no, hold on. So that's he gets hit. So he gets a -3 to his fucking thing now. Yeah, he dodges the first one. He dodges the first one, and you kind of move it to
It gets bigger as you attack more people.
You just thunk, you just smash it to him, you just move it to the right. He dodges it, he dodges to the right, then you move it to the right. He's like, no, and you just knock him back, not off his feet, but enough to be yeah, you fucking bludgeoned him hard, really bad.
Is the car damaged anyway?
You bludgeoned me.
Is the car damaged in any way?
Yeah, you just slammed it into a fucking 300-pound gorilla.
I was gonna put it back gently, but no.
There's a huge dent to the side.
I guess I still do.
Imagine hitting a gorilla in your car.
Yeah.
Right?
That is,
I guess I still put it back, but I'm gonna go write an IOU, on the windshield.
Zoom. You just put it you just move it back and you set it down it was parked it was a parallel park there was cars in front of it. So I need you to make just really quickly. I need you to make an awareness check. So D20 plus 7.
Okay. Matthew, you just write down my phone number.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. What the fuck is that?
Ooh.
Is it 13? Did you get 13?
Ooh, what a dirty 20.
Yeah, what are dirty 20s? I'm sorry, can you explain?
I'm guessing it's
that's
20,
13 plus 7. 13 plus 7.
That's called an unnatural 20. Fucking. Anyways.
It's still a dirty 20.
Anyways, you slowly. It was parallel parked. You slowly set it without bumping off any of the other cars.
I'm great at this.
He's the only one left besides the one soldier I should probably make him do a... Okay, yeah, he's recovered. The one that Jordan dazed is now recovered. So he goes, are you trying to make fun of me? And you see him like just, like he crouches, and he jumps straight into the air, and he goes, I'll make you pay for that, and he just tries to grapple you, so make a parry check. D20 plus 1, it's the same.
That one.
Oh!
Oh boy. He just literally grabs onto you. You see him just reach from his back, put a C4 a little bit smaller than the ones they had, the other two that they were setting up.
This is no longer fun.
A smaller one. Puts it right on your chest, jumps off, lands on the ground, and he has like a detonator in his right hand. Just explodes right on your chest. I need you to make a toughness check.
God damn it.
Gabe, can I go see what's happening by now?
What is that? And a special move on Injustice?
33.
33? You fail. You don't die because of the fact that you are dazed. However, you are dazed. So that means you lose a turn and you're kind of concussed. But essentially, he plants a C4 on your chest, jumps off, explodes it.
What was the DC for that?
It was 40.
God damn.
A point blank explosion.
I was 7 away.
Jesus Christ. No, So I
got an 18, so I wouldn't have made that even if I made a natural 20.
Yeah. Well, no, if you made a natural 20, then you would have still made it. So it's a natural 20.
Whatever.
But yeah, it explodes, and you are just like rocketed down, and you just slam to the ground. Especially at this point, there's a helicopter sort of just flying around like a news helicopter. So Vince, you start to see sort of like the near end of the battle, and you did get to see, you did get to see a fucking gorilla in like a soldier's like this is like Vietnam sort of outfit, sort of like dark green, like camo. And like a green beret, you see this fucking gorilla jump, a red beret, sorry, but the green camo red beret. He just jumps into the air, freaking puts something on Cade, jumps off, and you just see Cade explode and like land straight to the ground. Like that's what you see.
Wait, did I go there or am I just seeing?
No, you're watching you're watching the TV. Yeah, there's like a news helicopter. Going and they're like, and there's a woman going, oh my god, there's a battle in Atlas Square, and she's like freaking out and stuff, just trying to get as much like hype up the people that are watching, and he was like, and then you just see it was like, Invicta and this mystery person, they seem to be fighting a villain, and like just like hyping up, the people. So that is the soldiers.
My superhero name.
Yeah, the soldier who you knocked out just turns around. Well, because you're pretty fucking famous. Like you're not only like were you essentially like no one knows like exactly where you like no one knows what you're like. They know who you are, but that's about as far as their knowledge goes. You just like the guy who you dazed starts shooting at you. That is a 19. So make a dodge. So 19 plus.
That is a 19.
All right, what's your dodge?
I had already added.
Oh, with the 19. Oh, so he hits. So make a toughness check.
Making a toughness check. That is a 29.
29. Jesus Christ. Nope. Just bounces off your armor. Yep.
And then I'm gonna shoot him and Grodd.
Okay, so.
Why don't I roll a d12?
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be a 12 plus my 6, an 18 to hit the gun guy.
Okay.
And that is going to be a regular 20 to hit Mr. Grodd.
Alright. Okay. So, he has to make a toughness check. Or, what was it? So, range. What was your to hit again?
18 and regular 20.
18 and regular 20. Alright, so he has to make dodge, so pass and fail. So, one of them hits.
Which one failed?
The first one. I think the regular 20 hit.
Okay, so Mr. Regular Guy got hit with that 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay. Oh, you mean 12? Or is it? Or,
No,
sorry, 13? Okay.
It's Blast.
Blast. Okay, my bad. I thought you were unarmed. You're just shooting at him from afar. Okay, so then he has to make a fortitude. Boop. That is a... Oh, fuck. 13. That is... Okay, now he just gets a... Oh, wait, no, hold on. 3 plus 8...
What?
Oh, no, he's unconscious. He's knocked out.
And now I'm going to shoot Mr. Gorilla Man with the -2.
Okay.
That is a nat 20, dude.
Alright. So roll double damage. So you... so it was 23... 26. No, you know what? Yeah, no. Gorilla Guy's knocked unconscious as well. You just both.
Are the hostages,
unconscious.
are they like tied up and stuff?
Yes, they're still there. Yeah.
I will untie the hostage.
Okay, you just fly down.
And
So
then
combat's over.
I will go help my bro.
Yeah.
And
Just get up from the crater.
Yeah, Matthew, you kind of get up. You're like a little, your head hurts a little bit. Your head hurts a little bit, but besides that, like, fuck, like, no. You're
I was like, that was not very fun.
You have like a minor bruise, to like the shoulder, like he put it like on your like top right shoulder, sort of chest area. So it just like it's bruised like really bad, but you're okay. You didn't take any serious damage. Jordan, you just have some parts of because that grenade, the shrapnel kind of caught you off guard, so it blew off like they didn't blow off a piece of your armor, but it scraped a little bit of it. And, did some damage, but not really a lot. So yeah, you guys were able to defeat Guerrilla Commando and his group.
What? The cops show up, arrest them, and go?
What happens is I'm gonna pause the recording. I started it. There you go. It started.
Yeah, imagine us going for like 2 more hours and then he's like, oh shit, I didn't.
It wasn't recorded. No.
Yeah.
Duck Dynasty. Duck Dynasty beard. Oh, dude, I can't wait to draw your character. You're like a homeless wizard.
No, homeless duck hunter.
It's also a psychic.
He's also a psychic. I would think that all the stress gave you like gray hair. Not all of it, just like gray parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have hair that you have parts of your hair that's just like jet black, and like you have like tufts in like certain parts that sort of.
He's got like a salt
Like streaks of gray.
Yeah, like streaks of gray. Yeah, kind of like sort of like Doctor Strange-ish, like sort of like near like the ears going up, and sort of starts to darken as it gets higher, and the beard like just a little bit on the like the end, but I'll figure it out. But and Jordan, I already know Jordan's character without the suit, because his suit is basically Iron Man and then Master Chief's fucking armor just combined, which is basically what I did. So, yep. Alright, what else? Okay, so yeah. After saving everyone, the hostages, and stopping the explosion, the police eventually come. You sort of like halfway through freeing all of the hostages and stuff. And this police officer just walks up to you, Jordan. And he's kind of like he has like black hair, but it's like a trimmed at the top, sort of like a it's short, a buzz cut. He has a sort of like a small buzz cut, but not really like what's flat top. Is that like the best way to say it? Like kind of like it's like sort of like a military
I get what you're
haircut.
saying.
What?
And like it's
Is that your crop top?
Shut up. It's graying. It's graying a little bit to like near the ears.
Wait, does Matthew have a crop top?
And shut up. And he has like a like shit. God damn it. He has like a Hitler stash.
Oh.
Who are you talking about?
This police officer approaching this currently.
Police crop top? Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, he's slowly approaching Jordan, or Kyle, and he's slowly approaching Kyle.
He does seem to have a porn stash.
He has like a Hitler stash, you know, that little thing like under the nose, just, like, a bit of that. And he just
crop top cop with a Hitler stash.
It's just not a crop top. It's his hair. It's like flat on the top of his hair. It's like a military haircut ish. What's so funny?
I don't think that's called a crop top.
It's not. I didn't say it was a crop top. You're the only one that said that. You fucking idiot.
Crop top.
No. It's recorded.
Anyways.
Okay.
I like the crop top.
Shut the fuck up! I don't care.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Anyways, oh my god, I need a drink. Give me a sec. Oh. He slowly approaches you, Kyle. He kind of looks at you and says, "What the hell do you think you're doing? I had this under control." He just points at you and says, "You could have killed all of those civilians." He just points really hard at you.
What they're saying? No, aren't they?
Point really hard.
Like he's just like, he's like waving his finger like in your face, like just pointing at you. He's like, he goes, "What do you have to say for yourself, you idiot?" Just yelling.
I just want to read his mind.
All right, just read his mind. All right. Okay. I mean, all right, sir. Roll d20 plus 2, and he has to make a will saving throw. No, you read his mind. Don't worry about it. He got a 3.
What?
He got a 3. Don't worry. You don't even have to roll. Literally, just roll d20, and unless you actually no, roll d20, real quick.
13.
All right, yeah, you pass. Yeah, the only way you could have failed that was with a 1. But literally, if you got a 2, then you would have passed. So you kind of just look into his mind, and he says, and you're like almost like everything he's saying in his subconscious is exactly what he's saying out loud. Like he's like, you idiots, like, and like he says that, like he says it in his head, and then it comes out of his mouth, like literally a fraction of a second later. Like he was like,
probe deeper.
Okay.
I want to find out if he has any like traumatic past.
Okay, so you're gonna so roll d roll d20 plus 2, and I should probably do some
19.
stuff. Hold on. Here it is, and he is a police officer. I'm just looking at his stats right now. 19. Okay, so you got A plus will 4. Yeah, you probe even deeper into his mind, and sort of you can kind of gather information now. You're sort of skimming through his memories. What do you want to look for specifically? Ask a question essentially.
Any traumatic experiences?
Not with this deep. Unfortunately, not. You can't. Not this deep. You have to go another. You might have to go another level deep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So try and do that.
You're going really deep with that probe, man.
Holy fuck! You keep getting really shitty rolls.
What?
What? So that doesn't matter.
Plus what?
You get even deeper. What did you get?
19
plus your mind reading, which is I'm an idiot. It's it's not a plus 2, it's a plus 5.
Oh.
Mind control is plus 2. My bad. But I sent you my page.
So it's plus 3 now, or what?
It's a plus 5. Mind reading is plus 5. So yeah, you just you read his mind, and now you've gone even deeper. and you can see his subjects and recollections. Allows you to perceive target as if recalls one memory, one per round. But this case, so you're looking for like specifically, like trauma.
Yeah.
You can
if a child died, like his child or something else happened to him.
He had an alcoholic father. His mom died when he was young. He had a sister who was abused by his father, and he always defended her. Eventually, his dad died when he was young. Him and his sister went to an orphanage, and essentially he just wanted to become a cop so he could stop stuff like that from happening and protect people. His eventually, later on, his sister dies of an illness. And it was a curable illness, but the orphanage didn't have enough money to pay, so
I kind of want to just look at him and go like, oh, you think that you can stop people from doing crime when you can't even stop your sister from dying?
No.
And then you want to yell at us for doing your job for you?
Do you say that, or like?
No, I kind of want to though.
At this point, like you just see him like yelling
That
at
is
Jordan
what
and
Matthew
pointing.
wants, as maybe your character
You know what? Sure, I'm gonna say that.
No.
Right, like you kind of
Stop.
you slowly approach him. He's taller than both of you, but
Well,
he's like not.
I'm psychotic, so
He just like he just sees you approaching. And he's like, "Oh, who are you supposed to be, homeless wizard?" Goddamn heroes!
I'm just.
There's a reason they made you illegal.
I just look at him and go, "You want to yell at me? You want to yell at us for doing your job? You wanted to be a cop because you couldn't protect your sister from dying?"
He just looks at you. He looks at you and he just he's like with confusion, and you look in his eyes like a hint of pain, but he just kind of looks at you and says, "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
I think I'm your worst nightmare, you little fucker.
I'm gonna stop him from saying that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop, so you have to stop me.
I'm gonna stop him.
You need. This is exactly why.
Gabe, do I stop him?
I mean,
from saying that?
are you gonna resist, Matthew?
No.
Okay, so yeah, you just like cover his mouth, stop him from talking. This metallic hand is over your
Stop
mouth.
me. I would have kept probing and finding some other shit to say.
You need to stop.
He just looks at both of you and just like really fucking mad, but he just keeps his cool. He kind of keeps his cool, and he goes, "You two, get the fuck out my sight. I have to clean up your fucking mess." And he just starts walking off and starts talking to the
I
people.
will grab Gabe and fly back to base.
Holy shit, dude!
Just like pick me up.
I mean, you could hover too, but you know, just you're kind of just like using.
Oh wait, no, I have to go write my IOU. And I just put, I go to the car and I take out a piece of paper.
Here's
IOU a new car.
Here's what happens. You start
I
walking.
write Jordan's name and number.
You start walking to the car.
Whatever his name is.
And you see
What's your name?
It's Kyle.
You're not gonna write your name. You're gonna write your friend's name.
It's Kyle.
Write Jordan's character's name.
It's Kyle Tesla. It's Kyle Tesla. You just, as you're walking towards the car. This is before you guys walking towards the car. You just see like a woman like it's like next to a casino basically. It's a small casino. You see a woman just like walk out. She looked like she was like one of the card handlers. She walks out, and as she's walking out, like her and the car looks like junk, by the way. I just wanted to let you know. It's a junky car. She walks towards the car. Her heel snaps. Oh no! She's like limping, and like she like trips, and her bag opens, and all of her like clothes and her stuff just starts flying out, and she's like, why is this happening to me? She slowly gets up and she starts like walking to the driver's side of the car, and she looks like there's a huge fucking dent.
I'm I'm gonna use move object on the clothes and like fold them for her and put them back in a bag.
Yeah, you just start like moving. She just sees you and she's like I guess like she's actually pretty good looking. She has blonde hair. She has like a stewardess, kind of like a stewardess. She was like she has like, you know, like a vest, like a white long sleeved white shirt, sort of like a bow tie and like a little hat, like very provocative because she worked at a casino and she was like, you know, one of the people that worked there. So, and she's like, thank you. I just got fired and life just sucks for me. And she kind of just looks at you a bit confused. He was like, as you like slowly put her stuff back into the bag.
I just go, sorry I used your car to hit a gorilla. I can have my friend pay for it.
She's like a little surprised. And like she's legitimately like speechless. She's like, I don't need this. And then you see her completely ignore you. She gets in her car. She starts and drives off. And the car just breaks apart, like all the wheels just come off. And then she gets out the car and she just looks at it, she kicks it at the side, and you see like a plume of smoke just from the engine just starts to she's like, ah! She's just like
oh my god.
See this?
She takes her phone out, she starts walking around, and she's like, hi, I need a tow truck. Yeah, and she tells like the address. Yeah, I'm supposed to, like, this phone slips out of her hand and falls into a fucking sewer drain.
Dude, what are you doing to this girl?
I decided she's like, she like just takes a deep breath and she walks over to you and says, who was your friend's name again?
What's his name?
Kyle Tesla.
It's Kyle, whatever his last name is, I forgot.
It's Tesla. It's Tesla.
Tesla.
At this point, Jordan, you eventually see like Cade talking to some chick. There's also a busted up car, the same car that you saw him use to fucking backhand the gorilla with.
I'm
This
gonna
car-
go over there and I'm gonna be like, Cade, what did you do to that truck?
Sorry, but I had to do something to the gorilla, and I couldn't think of anything else. I said that you'd pay for it.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
How much is that gonna be?
You look if the car, this thing looks like it's worth like probably like
I'll just buy her a new car.
Like just
Yeah,
five.
that's what I look at the woman and say, I'll just buy you a new car.
She's like, well, at least something good came out of this. She's
I need to get out of this suit.
okay. All right.
Yeah,
So-
how far away are we from
The tower,
the Tesla building?
Tesla building. I'd say a couple blocks away. Yeah, I mean you can see it from where you are. It's a big ass tower.
Yeah, I'm gonna point to it. Wait there. I'll be out, and I can help you buy a new car.
She's like, thank you. I'm gonna go home. And she's limping away because like one of her heels is broken. As she's walking, her other heel breaks and she just falls to the ground.
Cade, we'll make sure she gets home safe.
You're gonna trust Cade with that? Okay.
Don't do anything weird.
Like hover over her, and I'm just like, oh, I'll walk you home.
Oh man! If you want to know, so she's based off of a character that I was watching while I was watching The Flash. The season 4, there's this character this female character who has the worst luck with everything.
I can't think of who you're talking about right now.
Well, this chick doesn't have any, like, superpowers, but the one in Flash, she eventually does get superpowers, or her powers basically invert, where she has, like, the best luck.
Oh, her! Okay.
Yeah, but this is, like, before she got powers, so she just has, like, the worst luck. Everything that happens to her is just bad. It's well, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna fly back to home.
Right, you fly back home, and you sort of escorting her. You two talk Matthew, you talk to her for a little bit. Her name is, her first name is Robin.
I'm not gonna remember that, but okay.
Just write it down, dude. Take fucking notes.
No, my character's not gonna remember that.
Oh, okay. What do you mean not gonna remember that? You have 7 awareness.
No, he just doesn't care enough, you know?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, every time he meets them, he can just, like, look in their mind and tell what their name is.
Oh, I know you.
I know your soul.
Yeah, so, you fly back to the place. You take her to her house, and she eventually gets there. It's a very small... It's not a small apartment. It's, like, kind of... It's normal sized. She's like, thank you for escorting me here. I don't really know if... And she just opens the door, and her boyfriend is sleeping with another chick.
What are you doing to this girl?
She just looks at you and goes, Brad, what are you... And then in that same second, she's like, I gotta use the bathroom, and she just leaves. She says, we're gonna talk about this, and then she just leaves. And then you're just in there, and then, like, Brad is just looking at you.
Matthew's like, wait, that's my ex.
Is this character gay, Matthew? Is this character gay? Or?
Sure, all my characters are gay, just
Okay.
like me.
Alright, so yeah. Eventually, Matthew, you're like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. And you just leave. Close the door. And you leave. You fly back, and you see, so yeah, we're gonna switch to Jordan. Jordan, you fly back to the mansion, to the place, your penthouse. I could not think of the name at all. Penthouse, you fly to your penthouse. Alright, so, what do you do? Eventually, Matthew, you do get back.
Hey! So I'm finally where I am now.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
That also automatically switches to sorry, Jacob. Yeah, Jacob, you saw them on the news. They were fighting without you.
I'm just like, that was pretty fun, except for that part where my body exploded.
So, guys, I'm gonna put my suit back to the secret floor.
Yeah. You sort of have like a small stand. Now, by the way, technology-wise, you are Iron Man 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not Iron Man 3 yet. You're Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3 is where the armor can fly to him. And then Avengers Iron Man is where literally the armor is just like from his chest. Oh, by the way, we never came up with the thing that's on your chest, sort of like Iron Man. So I called it the... I have the notes here somewhere. I called it the Tesla fuel cell. If you're fine with that.
Tesla what?
The Tesla fuel cell. Essentially, it's kind of like your equivalent to Iron Man's heart.
Is it in my chest?
It is in your chest, yeah. Isn't that what you said? It's like your generator.
I mean, that was the plan when it was the Paladin thing, but this is fine.
Oh, it's different.
The Tesla what?
The Tesla fuel cell.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll put that in complications.
What?
I mean, do you want it to be? Do you want it to be like the Iron Man thing, or is it just like on your suit?
I'm fine with it being on my chest.
Okay.
Why you gotta like copy off of a superhero?
It's. I mean, he's not copying. There's no such thing as copying off of a superhero.
But
I mean, he took inspiration from Iron Man, but his character is very original. Let me ask you a question. You don't think there are fucking DC heroes that basically copied fucking Iron Man? Where do you think Iron Man copied it from? No one. It was original. You basically ripped off Cyclops, except made your fucking situation way worse. Like, way worse.
Yeah.
You can't talk or eat.
Also, you are literally bringing up Black Bolt when you were talking about your character.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I changed it because I didn't want it to be too similar to Black Bolt.
No, that's. I mean, there's this. So it doesn't matter. Look. The point is, your superheroes are original. You might have taken advantage. I know you might have taken some inspiration, but I think the most original here is probably Matthews, because he just didn't know what the fuck he was doing while he was making his character. So he just kind of made like
I'm original.
Jumbled psychic mess.
Stupid original.
Shit.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, you guys are back at the penthouse. Eventually, it'll get back. So yeah, what do you guys do?
Well,
Okay, so I'm still playing my game, so y'all are gonna have to come to me if y'all want to talk to me, because I'm just in my own little world.
Matthew, you do know that, you do know one thing. You gathered information, and it was that that the commando, Guerrilla Commando was sent by a gang boss who goes by the Crimson Mask.
So I guess I tell that to Jordan, or I should.
Or, I mean, what would you do? What would your character do? It was like, you actually know exactly where, because of the memory, you know which one it is. It's a building a couple blocks away from this one. It's the Scarlet High nightclub.
Mm-hmm. So I just go to Jordan. I'm just like, oh yeah, the guy who we just fought, he was at some nightclub. Yeah, Mr. Guerrilla. He was at some nightclub a few nights ago, and he was talking to this guy named the Crimson whatever the fuck. And he told him to go blow up that statue, so that's why he was there. Just thought you should know.
Hey, why do you let him say bad words?
I'm an adult.
You're not an adult. You're a psycho. I don't think you count.
That too.
I was expecting you to be like what was it, Hancock, because like the censored version calls him a psycho. So it's like I was expecting you to be like, don't call me that. Call me that one more time. I'ma shove your head up his ass. Okay, anyways. Okay. Alright, so yeah, what do you guys do? You know exactly where it's located. Jordan, if you can give me an information check or whatever. You do have well informed, so you know.
That's a 19 plus my intellect, right?
Ooh, okay, yeah. Okay. So that is what is 29? Yeah, you
29.
You fucking know. Like immediately, like you just immediately figure out. Crimson Mask. You know his real name, which is Ron Reginald. And essentially, he is probably the most well-known gang boss and gang lord in all of Metropolitan City, because of the fact that he does all of his crime out in the open and he never gets like has never gone to prison, like ever, right? And of course he kind of stopped. He essentially stopped because he's like the biggest, like he had everything. He had his hands in everything: the drug trade, human trafficking, guns, weapons, like just everything you could think of. Domestic terrorism, just like boom. He literally had his hands in everything. He was making so much money. He's one of the richest people, almost not as rich as you, but comparably so. And you know that essentially at the very top of his, is where he normally stays in his tower, the Scarlet High nightclub, which is like this really tall scarlet tower, of course. That sort of looks like the Eiffel Tower, except it has more of a point at the top, and it's like it's a lot bigger, and essentially, like as it's going up. Okay, recording's back. I have to edit
Does
that
she
part
really
out.
make you go to sleep, or?
At 8 every night.
Jesus.
This is the summer, man. You need to talk to her about that.
Yes.
I mean,
You see, talking to parents is not very effective.
I talk to my parents, and it works exactly how I want it to.
I saw this picture that said, your parents think it's disrespectful to not let them disrespect you.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna show that to her and be like, fuck you.
No, you're not.
And then I'm gonna cut off her head with my foot.
Okay, anyway, so...
Well, now, Gabe. When the police are investigating Matthew
Let me restart the recording.
It's recording right now,
Shut
so
up.
I said it was recording. Now we have proof! Okay, anyways.
we can blackmail you, Matthew.
Blackmail me. She's the one who's a terrible mother.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're the one who murdered her.
Just throw it away. Throw it away.
Okay, anyway, so... what we were talking about? Oh, Jordan, yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. Alright, the only way to get into his VIP, which is like the tippity top, tallest part of his building, which you can't just... I said tippity top, yeah. The very top. Tippity top. Tippity top, tippity. Hippity bippity.
Top, the tallest tower.
Skippy spot.
Gippity gippity bippity. Okay, anyway, so to get to the very top, where we're sort of his main, his main base of operations at the very top. Sort of, there's a balcony, of course, that just kind of goes up. You have to be invited. It's like a special thing. Like you have to be invited there. Every floor under that is either the floor right under that is like some private bedrooms, like the floor under that, and then after that the rest of it is like there's a few kitchens, a few private rooms, and then just fucking it's a fucking tower, and it's just a big nightclub is what it is. It's a really big nightclub. So yeah, that's how much you know about
So I have all this info stored in it.
Yeah, he's pretty well known. Yeah, because essentially he's even though there's no proof, quotation marks, most of the heroes know, he's got the jury rigged, he's paid off most of the cops, he has a lot of power. He's even tried to pay off Atlas, but it just doesn't work. I think the closest the closest he's ever gone to prison was when Atlas was his prosecutor. And he still didn't get to prison. Just think about that. So he's very good at getting out of prison and not getting into prison.
Okay. I'm gonna send all this information to Matthew. He's got a computer TV thing, right?
A computer?
completely.
You guys are sort of like you guys are like
if we're going and we're going to be fighting, we might as well bring the kid because like he needs some outfield experience, right?
Y'all know I hear y'all talking about me, right?
I'm vouching for you, so
I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, Matthew probably read my mind and like saw all this information that I know about this task, right?
Probably, yeah.
It's like this is something that not even Atlas can deal with. We don't have a shot.
Well,
at all.
it's not that Atlas couldn't deal with him. Like you know that that he himself is a pretty good combat. Like he's pretty good at combat by himself already. The thing is that even though he might be really good at combat, but he's just a normal guy. At the end of the day, he's a normal guy. He's not like some super-powered individual or something like that. You know, but he does have a lot of guns, like by his side. So.
Yeah, I would rather not try to deal with this guy right now. I did promise him. What was that girl's name? Eden.
Robin.
I promised her that I'd get her a new car, so I might as well go do that right now.
You see your
job too.
You see you see your butler.
I was thinking of that. Yeah.
You see your butler, and he kind of walks up to you and he says, "Would you like me to take care of that for you?" I don't know his name. What did you give him a name? Was it Bartholomew or something?
It was Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. Okay.
I need to write that down.
Yeah. So he kind of just looks at you and he goes, "Sir, would you like me to take care of that? I can write her a check, if need be." He's, you know, he's your butler.
For a job interview.
You know, with the luck I saw her having, she could probably, I don't know, she might lose that chick. I'll go myself. You can drive off me.
Wait, what? Oh, you can. No, like he said, he's gonna hold it. He's gonna hold the check for her and like go with her and stuff.
Oh yeah, he is very tall.
Yeah.
And I said, also, learn any useful skills she might have. Maybe I can hire.
Wait, sorry. What was that you said?
I told him to ask her of any useful skills she might have because I may consider hiring her.
It's a horrible idea.
She kind of just.
She's had a tough break, man.
Yeah, she just got fired. Both of her heels broke. Her car was destroyed. Her boyfriend was cheating on her.
Probably with her best friend.
And she basically got diarrhea towards like the end.
Oh yeah.
Her boyfriend was either banging her best friend or her sister. One of the two.
Could be both.
Yeah.
Could be both. Your sister could be your best friend. But that's really sad, but it's true. Okay. So, I guess he just kind of nods and he walks off. The reason I don't want to use him right now is because I don't have any of his stats. Sorry. But anyways, so yeah, he's going to deal with her. What about you, Jordan? So what the three of you do? You guys
what are we gonna do?
Yeah, you know that. Now, before I say anything, what's the best way to explain this? People know that you're a hero. They don't know about your identity. They don't know that you're Tesla. Yeah. Because you weren't part of the League of Heroes. But you never went to jail because you had a lot of money.
Because I had a lot of money?
Yeah. Essentially, because the League of Heroes, to be part of the League of Heroes and be a legal hero, you had to tell everyone your identity. Tell everyone who you were. You know, this was a big risk because, what happens oh, what happens if they come after our families? You know, that's why most people that were in the League of Heroes, there was advantages to it because your family would live in a really nice house, protected and stuff. And that's how everyone in the League of Heroes was, depending on your level and your rank when it came to your level in the League of Heroes itself. But you never really saw the need to join because people weren't after you. People thought you were in the League of Heroes, never really knew who you were. Just knew that you were essentially, this individual in a power suit flying around helping people. So they never really saw
with another individual in a power suit.
Yes, there was two. Yeah, actually, Centurion was in the League of Heroes, and and he was the one that stood up for you most of the time. When it came to when people asked you to join, he'd be like, "Doesn't need to join. You can trust me. I trust him." All that other jazz.
Until he robbed me.
Took your idea, took it to the president. Some stuff happened. All right. So yeah, what do you the rest of you guys are there. What do you guys need to do? What do you guys need to do? You know that you can't just waltz into Crimson Mask's party.
Yeah,
you guys are going to need some sort of plan if you want to gather more information.
I say we beat his ass.
Maybe we can get Robin to go fight him.
Funny.
He doesn't seem that big. You're richer than him, aren't you?
Yes. He gets most of his money from the nightclub, and because Jordan, you're like top 10, one of the top 10 richest people in the country. Actually, you're actually not just that, you're like top 10 richest people in the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're richer than the president.
So yeah, here we go. All right, we take a bunch of bombs and we just blow his shit up.
Here's what happens.
It cannot work.
Here's what happens.
Besides the fact that that's illegal, secondly, it's a large nightclub. There's probably hundreds of civilians in there. Also, even if we did beat his ass, as you said, and captured him, he's paid off the police. He's paid off pretty much everyone in the city, and in the probably also maybe the world too. And we can't kill him because
he's
morality.
He's kingpin. He's kingpin, but better.
Kill him. I feel no other. I feel no obligation to not kill him.
That would make you no better than a villain.
It would make me an anti-hero.
Not how I see it.
Hey, look, why do you even want to be a hero anyway? Who tells you to do this?
Me?
No, Kyle.
I do it because it's the right thing to do.
That was a question.
Is that as a question? What? I do it because it's the right thing to do?
Shut up.
Well, I mean,
it isn't the right thing to do. What do you mean?
You would always hear Atlas say, every time he showed up in the news, every time, he showed up in any form of media, he would tell everyone that we are not above the law. He would say that he was not above the law, that us heroes, our jobs were to protect the innocent and defend. It was to protect and defend the innocent, and it was not to prosecute, and it was not to hurt or to kill, which is why Atlas never really killed anyone at all. He just never killed at worst, the worst thing he's done is that he's gotten really close to killing a villain, but he stopped himself. because and after a while, if he talked about it in the news, and he was like, "I, not gonna lie, I got really close to killing a villain." You actually know who it was, if I can remember it, but whatever, I'll tell you who it was later. But essentially,
the worst thing that Atlas has ever done is save a kitten from a tree.
Well, he's done a lot of things, but he's always like, and you see him in the news all the time. He's a very, like, he's a symbol of peace. Like, he's very much a charismatic individual. When he talks, people listen. And you've listened to him every time he pops in the news and stuff. And he always says the same thing over and over again. You know, he's like, us heroes, we're not above the law. We have to protect the people, but we're not, we're not given the power to kill. We're not soldiers, we're not police. This is what he says over and over again. So that's basically, if you want to use that and be like, hey, all right, go ahead. So yeah, what do you guys do? You guys are sort of just planning this attack, I guess, or infiltration of Crimson Mask's.
Well, Vince is suggesting the attack, and I'm like, nah.
And I'm suggesting that it's a good suggestion. Except, like, the only bad part about it is the damage to everything around it.
Alright, look. Both of y'all are stupid, alright? You're just psychotic, alright? I don't know about you, but you...
Go fuck yourself.
Look. League of Heroes is just... It's over, right? I mean,
Oh yeah, it's
they're
disbanded.
dead, they're underground.
It's disbanded, yeah. Like, the building that they used to sort of meet up in, it's become like a memorial, like a museum.
Right? So, I mean, obviously, that shit doesn't work. Morality is just it's fake. There's two sides to everything, right? So, why don't we fight for our side?
I mean, there's not two sides to a, like, 20-sided die.
God damn it.
Matt, you're killing me.
Okay.
Look. My mama, she always told me, try to see what your enemies see. And think, we're not above them, right? We're not any better. We're not any more human, more any of that. So, and it works the other way. They do a bunch of bad stuff to us, we do a bunch of bad stuff to them. Two wrongs do make a right. I don't care what you say.
His mom was a math teacher.
What did you say about my mama?
I said she was a math teacher. Jesus Christ.
Wait, imagined?
What? I said a math teacher.
Wait, that's physically impossible though, because if you make two lefts, you're going backwards.
Left ain't wrong. There's no wrong direction.
Then again, neither is right, but you're still going backwards if you make two lefts too.
What if you go backwards twice? Huh? Boom. Get wrecked,
You're just going backwards more.
What?
If you go backwards, and then
Okay.
you go backwards.
You guys settle this.
Okay.
Oh, I need to take a piss. You guys settle this. I don't.
Look, let me get a piece
I
of
need to
paper
take a piss.
and draw this out for you, you dipshit. Okay? Look.
No, wait. If you take a step backwards and then you take another step backwards, you're just going backwards.
No, you're facing forwards. But...
What?
You're
you
so
need turning.
dumb.
Okay, whatever. You could turn, and sure, that would work.
Yes. Okay? Glad we got that settled. Alright? Look, y'all are the adults here. Y'all are supposed to be the smart ones. Look at me stepping up my game. Golly.
I'm just secretly like, God, I love this fucking kid.
You know what? If y'all don't do it, I will. I'll go in there. I'll punch everybody. You know what I'll do? I'll just knock them all out. I'll go straight to the top. Go WWE style.
I doubt that you'd live, but you can go ahead and try.
Come back.
Look, buddy, I've lived for 12 years, alright? Ain't nobody about to kill me.
You guys see you see Kyle. He's looking at both of you. He just like walks off and he says, "I'm gonna take a piss," and he just. So just the two of you in like the living room arguing. All right.
All right. Dude. Okay. I know I say a whole bunch of shit about you, but like, he's gone. You know what that means, right?
No.
What does that mean? We can just go and do it ourselves?
Exactly.
I feel like we'd still die.
Look, he might be listening, so...
What?
Just read my mind.
You can go ahead and try to convince me. I broke his mind.
Alright. You're just gonna text back and forth to each other?
I mean,
If you are...
I'm gonna text... Are you guys gonna text in the bad boys?
They're reading minds right now. If you are gonna do that, do the evil boys and Gabe message.
Can he, like, talk to me? Or, actually, no.
He can read your mind. He can read your mind, and he can understand exactly what you're talking about. Like, he can't speak to you in his mind, but if you're thinking about whatever you need, he can probe your mind. So if you need to. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right, yeah. Go to the evil boys chat, which is just the three of us, and that doesn't have Jordan in it. Because I need to see what's happening. As the DM. Oh my god! What the fuck?
Alright.
Just remembering you two talking about lefts, rights, and going backwards.
You shouldn't have gone now. Okay.
Oh god.
What is happening?
They're texting
Okay.
each other.
Well, I'll tell you that too.
Is it more backwards, right, left?
No,
Well, that is certainly a plan.
He's not finished. I mean, what I could do is I could kick Jordan out the call. I mean, well, we're not gonna do it now. We could do it maybe next time something like this happened. Basically, if you don't want anyone to hear anything and it's just between two players, or just or the DM and the player, and you don't want to hear it, you guys have to. I'll tell you if you have to leave the call, but it's fine because right now they've already started it, so might as well. Let them text each other. Oh, okay, that's a pretty good character trait.
I mean, it makes sense though, right? Because it completely, you know.
Yeah,
it makes your character a lot more believable, actually. You know, your character isn't is an Atlas who's basically perfect. He's a person who was born not so nice. That fucking video that Matthew sent. Ooh. I will say this much. If you want to, you can shoot lasers at your hands too. It's like you can shoot it out your mouth, your hands. You could basically transfer the energy from your mouth to your hands. If you see, you could to sort of aim better, but you can shoot out your hands as well. And you can shoot like a much weaker version from your boots. Till that's what lets you fly. So is that it? Is that all you?
So I'm just like, well, I certainly think that's a plan, but not when we should execute in any way.
Well, the reason you don't want to do the plan is because you're gonna die. The problem is this plan doesn't involve you. Just kind of just he just needs you to just use him.
Well, yeah, but it also doesn't work out in my favor.
Oh, okay.
Because it's something Kyle wouldn't like.
No, not that. I don't care about what he would like.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want to go back to the fucking insane asylum.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he'd send me back there, or like get rid of me.
Kyle has no defense against mental and psychic powers.
Shut up, kid.
So
I miss when I was the psychic.
Look, I mean, how does that not work?
Oh no, it does. It certainly does. If I let you do that, then it won't work out for me in the end.
Why not?
Because then I'd be sent away. Because I let it happen to you, you know? And I don't really want that right now.
You didn't let it happen.
Well, you told me, and I have chances to not. You told me.
I didn't tell you anything.
And I got...
I did not tell you anything. Boom.
You know what?
I don't like it because like the two smart people are playing against me right now.
You know what? Let's.
They're not playing against.
Do this.
They're not actually playing against you, by the way. They're not like they're trying to do something that I know your character wouldn't like. So they're like trying to keep it secret.
Jordan would probably be fine with it.
Yeah, but your character. I said your character. Oh, eventually your character finishes taking a piss and eventually comes back to.
Oh, he's taking a piss.
You finally get back and you finish taking a piss. They're just staring at each other at this point.
You two all right?
He said something.
Yeah, we're just glaring at each other.
Staring contest?
This is...
Sure.
No. This is one sick son of a bitch. You know that?
Oh.
You know what he said to me? You know what he said to me?
Fucking shut up right now. Wait, you fucking shut up right now, you little niglet.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna just stare at him open mouth. And well, Matthew, what I'm thinking right now.
What?
Oh no. Do you do a real wink or like?
No, I do a mental one.
So I don't see it.
No, but you feel it in your mind.
I'm just staring at him open mouth, and I'm gonna run over and try to punch him.
All right,
and I'm gonna run over and try to stop.
Okay, so to go to punch. You don't have any punching like abilities.
Okay, my character doesn't know that though. My character's a little black kid. He's like the strongest thing in the world in his mind.
So yeah, roll to punch. I think yours is a. You have +4 fighting actually, so you're actually not that bad. So you deal You have a +4 to hit. Matthew, you have to try and parry, and Jordan, you just make a normal dex
17
check.
plus what?
No,
Jordan,
you
make
just.
a normal one.
All right, Vince, D20 plus 4.
Okay, it's a 15.
All right, no, yeah, Jordan, you don't have to do anything. You see Jacob just try and punch, and you see Cade just he raises like a finger up and he just stops it with his finger because there's also the force field that just negates all like physical attacks towards you. So that's basically just happens like thung, like your fist just kind of because you have like these gauntlets essentially that help you kind of control your powers a little bit. So you go to punch and it's just thung, just like gets stopped by like what's his name? I actually forgot his name. Cade. Cade stops your attack. Just like it's nothing.
I'm gonna yell at him. Don't ever say anything like that again.
I go to your room.
Why don't you go to your room?
How about you both go to your damn room?
Dickhole. Hey! Don't even get me started
You both stay in the same room.
Dad. You think I'm your son or something? Jeez.
Oh, you called him Dad.
Just let you know, you both stay in the same room because there's a master bedroom that Jordan stays in. It's a big bedroom, it's like super customizable and stuff like that. And then there's the guest bedroom that's like there's 2 king beds there. It's a big room, and you basically have like it's kind of like that.
Jordan, you're rich as fuck. Why don't you have multiple guest rooms?
Because this is like his house. So there's like if you look at the map, there's like
other people's house.
Yeah, I mean he has other houses. So like it's like hey, you need a house? Just go to my one like of my 20 mansions. So, no. All right. So I mean, what do you guys do? You guys go to your room. You guys attack. I'm just kind of waiting to see what you guys do.
Well, I don't see why we both go to our rooms when we're just gonna be in the same room again.
It's kind of like that whole like tape, like that cuts the room in half type deal, like.
I'm gonna go to my room.
I'm gonna go to my room.
You just start.
Well,
you both look at each other.
With me? Why are you following me?
Because your room is also my room. Idiot.
So? I did it first. You copier.
I hate that.
This is great.
I'm just gonna stay silent. I'm gonna be like, look, if I really wanted to, you'd be dead right now.
Try me.
You two are such children.
I pick up the heaviest thing in the room.
In your room? What would you...
I pick up both of our beds and just kind of smash them.
They're like super high-tech, bolted onto the ground, like really comfortable, auto sort of posturing beds.
What's the heaviest thing in the room?
Bed.
Besides that,
bolted down.
Yeah, like essentially, like if you laid down like on the bed, like straight up laid down, it would match like the curves in each of your body like so perfectly that you are. It's like sleeping on a cloud, like perfect.
That sounds amazing.
Super high tech, yeah. So.
Just like who can be mad in a bed like this?
Yeah, you know who invented that? Kyle. Kyle invented that.
What?
Kyle invented that bed. Makes a lot of money off of it. Alright. What is this? What the fuck is happening?
Okay, so we both go to our
rooms.
Our one room, shared room, and I'm gonna say, 2 backwards is just forwards, right?
I go, shut up. Only if you're turning, not if you're stepping.
Turning is the only way. Stepping doesn't
You can
count.
step backwards.
No, you can't.
It does count, you fuck.
It counts as going forwards, but stepping...
I mean, he could face forwards, but walk backwards.
Exactly, that's what
You're
I
not
said.
in this conversation.
This is
No, he's your father. You call him dad.
it's not my real
Kyle.
name.
His name's Kyle.
All right, Jordan. At this point, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what's your plan? This is.
You know what? I'm gonna tell Jordan what you told me in my mind. Or in your mind.
You dare. He is going
I go,
to
hey,
kill me.
Jordan.
No.
I go, hey,
no.
Jordan.
No.
Who's Jordan?
No.
I mean, what,
Kyle.
whoever.
Kyle.
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 Fucking
Kate.
Kyle. Hey, Kyle.
Kate punched me.
I
Jordan,
didn't
you
know.
Jordan, you just hear a lot of yelling coming from their room.
I was gonna go with the room.
That was because normally you activate the sound like the sound nullifier, so anything that's in the room is like muffled till you don't hear anything. But like you didn't activate it this time because you're like kind of busy with all the people about to
With
get
all
killed.
the standing around he was doing.
Yeah, just kind of like looking at you, like just surprised, and you start hearing Kyle just from the room, and you just hear he punched me.
We're going.
Boy, I'm not gonna punch a child. I said.
No, he would mind rape a child. That's how I know for a fact Jacob's lying.
I turned to Kyle and I'm just like, this is what fucking the stupid kid told me while you were taking a piss.
No.
He's not stupid, by the way. Though he can be quite ignorant.
Irritating.
His intellect is
You know
average.
what? I'll tell him myself. You. Kyle? Wait, Jordan, what's your last name again?
Tesla.
Tesla.
Mr. Tesla.
Call me Kyle.
I broke. I don't want to say it.
I go, then I'll tell him. He told me that he was gonna go to the casino.
It's not a casino. It's a nightclub. Actually, there is a casino in there.
He was gonna go to the place, and then he was gonna blow himself up with his powers.
Don't talk to me.
Well,
don't
that
talk about me like that.
Well, that would require him to completely remove everything, because essentially the machines that Kyle has placed on you, essentially siphon and harness the power which you essentially exude and create. So since you're wearing the suit, it essentially takes the power and it powers the suit for essentially forever until you either run out of power or until and it slowly expels energy out as well. So it keeps it maintained and stops you from exploding and killing.
He was gonna go get naked.
I was gonna go
get naked on the.
What? God damn it!
He was gonna. What? You go. I don't care.
I was gonna make an insight check on what you were saying because my character will do that.
Okay.
That's a regular 20.
Yeah, you can tell he was telling the truth.
Kyle, that is not true.
Make a deception check.
Sure.
Hey.
That's not the regular 20.
Wait.
Yours is a +9.
Yes. Nat 20.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Yeah, all right. So here's the conundrum. You know that whatever Cade says is true, but you also you believe Jacob.
Not another one of these. Fuck that.
Gabe, stop putting him in a moral situation.
I'm not. You.
Stop.
I didn't.
Leave it. Fuck this.
Wait, did he leave?
This is the second time this has happened. No, this is technically not the second time, but this is the second time that there was people around.
He left the call.
Did he leave the call?
Yes.
Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna pause recording. Okay. Alright.
I have to go in a second anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna leave it at, like, as this for today. Jesus Christ.
We have to do an outro.
One of those decisions.
Yeah.
We have to do an outro.
Matthew, you do the outro. You always do the outro.
Ooh.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording right now.
No, Vince should do the outro. He's here for one.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, let's him do it.
Vince.
What? I don't know how to do outros.
Do it.
Do it.
What? Outro. Thanks for watching. Outro music.
Go on.
That's perfect.
This goes on for some time.
Okay.